Good morning, fourth grade. So today we are going to continue our day 4 of our experiments. Before we begin our lesson, I want to be sure that you have your data sheet open. So this is our classwork sheet. If we scroll to the bottom towards Thursday, I moved your data sheet from Monday all the way to Thursday, and it just says experiment number 1 data sheet. Go ahead and open up your document now. So here we have a sample sheet of our egg and vinegar experiment. In our red, we shared our observations, and in our blue column, we shared our predictions. Today we're going to be filling out our green and purple column. On Monday, we started our first experiment by putting one egg inside a container, inside a cup filled with vinegar. And you guys recorded your observations. I read through your observations and your predictions. Some of the observations that the egg was hard, it was white, and it was fragile. And then I also read some of the predictions. A couple of the predictions were included that the egg will stay the same, it could turn bouncy, or it can even explode. So today what we are going to do is take a look at our egg, which I have here. It has been sitting in my refrigerator since Monday evening, and today, Wednesday, we're gonna open it up and see how it looks. All right, so I uncovered the egg. This vinegar has a really funky smell. When I first looked at the egg, I noticed that it looks the same, but then I turned it around and I saw, let's see if you guys can see it, I saw something yellow popping out of it. That's the yolk of our egg. It looks like our egg has exploded. It looks like our egg kind of burst and its yolk popped out. So I'm gonna take a spoon and scoop out the egg and describe to you how it feels. So that is the yolk that fell out. That is very slimy. Uh-oh. Now all of our egg yolk fell right inside. But this is the shell of our egg. It feels very slimy. But no, you know how when you break a shell, it cracks into tiny pieces? This one, since it was sitting in the vinegar, it kind of feels like paper that you can rip. What I was thinking that would happen after we left our egg in vinegar was it would kind of get the same texture, but our egg wouldn't break, and it would kind of be like a small bouncy ball. That's the really cool thing in science. When we try different things, sometimes the results may be different, but that's why we want to try. We want to try it different times. So I want you to go ahead and open up your Google Sheets. Now that we have seen what happened to our egg, I want you to write what you observed. I'll give you about 2 minutes to write one sentence of what you noticed happened to the egg. All right, so you have now shared what you observed in the green column. Now, in the purple column, I want you to describe how did it look different from the first egg that we had that was a white oval that was fragile. I will give you now about 2 minutes to write at least 2 things of how our egg looked like after sitting in vinegar for 3 days. All right, so you have now shared your observation of what happened and also your observation of what you saw. After you have filled out the red, blue, green, and purple column, you may click the Turn In button. It will direct you to this page back on Google Classroom. Just click Turn In one more time and click Turn In, and that way I will be able to see your work. we have that here. I'm going to put this on the side. I'm going to see if I can grab a hold of that yolk. Oh. So, ooh. So I'm trying to get a scoop. So that is our yolk. Unfortunately, it all dissolved in our vinegar. My prediction for this experiment was that the egg will stay in the same shape and it will become bouncy. My prediction in this case was wrong. Maybe next time I try it, I can try. I left it in the refrigerator for about 3 days. So I think if I were to try this experiment again, I would probably try to leave it for either 1 day, maybe 2. And also, I also used apple cider vinegar, which is why it's like this yellow color. There's also vinegar that is white. So if I were to try this again, I would try to use regular vinegar and only leave it for 1 day. But it was really cool to watch what happened to this egg as it was sitting in a cup of vinegar, and how the acid from the vinegar kind of caused a lot of pressure on the egg, causing it to crack. Please make sure that you share your observations on your Google Sheets and turn it in. Also, if you haven't completed any of your other Nearpod experiments, like the wind and also the walking rainbow experiment, please use either today in the afternoon or tomorrow Friday to catch up. And I will see you next Monday with our experiment number 5. And if you want to do some of the experiments for next week, just use the checklist that is on Google Drive under end of year experiments to see what materials we will need. I want to show you really quick where you can find the STEM experiment material is. You click on classwork. The very first thing you see is end of year experiments, STEM experiment materials. If you open it up, it will take you to this checklist. For experiment 1, we did the egg in the clear plastic cup. We did the walking rainbow using the 6 paper towels in the plastic cups. We did the blowing up a balloon using hot water. Next week, we're going to be starting experiment number 4. We will also do experiment number 5, experiment number 6. So if you would like to do any of these experiments at home, just please make sure that you ask mom or dad to get you this material. If you have any questions, just visit me during office hours.